Weird. Always something funky. That's the problem with live shows and live TV shows. You just never know what might happen. But we're trying to get it back up here, guys. Apologize for that delay. But want to get right back to things and get right back into the swing of our live stream show. So apologize for that minor delay. Hopefully we won't have any other problems. Technology is always great until it isn't, right? So always a challenge. We'll give it a second to let things populate. Josh is going to need a second to get our live giveaway, giver-awayer back up and running too. So we'll get that rolling here. And as we pull back up the show and give a chance for everybody to get back in, we will get rolling once again and talk to you guys a little bit more about what's going on, what's coming up, and everything else. We're back. We're fully back. Things are back. I did the cross-posting, handled the unlisted on YouTube as well. So we should be fully back. Apologize there, guys. Like I said, you know, it's always great technology until it isn't. All right, what other questions do we have, Josh? Or do you need a second?
No, questions are good.
The giver-awayer is back up and running?
Yeah.
Nice. We're so fast to recover. Love it. All right, next question. What do we got? Have you decided to make pelagic caught fish on artificials like jigging, slow pitch jigging, part of the fish pool? We haven't had that conversation yet because we haven't had a staff meeting, a captain and crew meeting since last time that was brought up, but it is an interesting idea. How many ounces do you need when fishing the 10-hour trip slow pitch jig fishing? Like I said, not many people fish slow pitch jigs in that shallower water. The 10 hours only fishing about 60 to 100 foot. So generally in that depth range, you'd be wanting to use about 60 to 80 grams, maybe 100 grams, because you want to use the least amount of weight possible to keep you as vertical. So it's generally about a gram per foot. So that is a super light, super small jig. So it is a super advanced style of fishing. So I don't know how many people are doing that, but it could be potentially an option for some of you, but definitely a little bit more tricky. So I would say, to answer your question, about 40 to 120 grams is what I would bring. Do I recommend doing it? It's tough unless you're super, super advanced. But you never know. What else we got here, Josh? How big do hogfish get? We've caught some hogfish on our 39-hour trips before that were 19, 20, 25. I think the biggest hogfish I've seen us catch was about 26 pounds. So they get pretty big. What else we got? Need to go back to Facebook. We have problems with YouTube live feeds. We've had one problem with YouTube live feed. One. We used to have problems every other week with Facebook. It was so frustrating. But yeah, definitely. And keep in mind, that problem just happened on Facebook and YouTube. It wasn't just YouTube. That just went down. So apologize. But again, things happen. It's part of doing live shows. And honestly, I'm pretty tired. I don't necessarily want to do this with my time every Sunday, but I like you guys and I like hanging out with you. So please don't complain, because I will just get up and leave. All right. Let's do our next giveaway. We got our next giveaway brought to you by our friends over at Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant. Remember, the Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant at Johns Pass is back under the management of the Hubbard family, the same family that's been serving up the best fishing and dining experiences in Madeira Beach for nearly a century. Come rediscover the Friendly Fisherman and taste the difference with the freshest seafood, improved menus, and the service you've come to expect from the Hubbard family. Enjoy unbeatable waterfront views, welcoming atmosphere, and flavors straight from the Gulf. Locals and visitors alike, come see what's new at the Friendly Fisherman today. Keep in mind, the Friendly Fisherman is getting a new Touch Tunes machine in the bar area, which I'm very excited about. So now the bar area will be more like a bar once again. And we're getting some games in there, some TVs. So it's going to be pretty fun. Friendly Fisherman Seafood Restaurant. You can join in the bar area, sit at the waterfront deck. You can go upstairs and sit in the dining room. There's just so many options. So much room for activities, you know. So they say. All right. Winner of the Friendly Fisherman 10-hour all-day giveaway. Lucky winner is... Gary Nichols. Congratulations. You made it in one way, in more than one way. You got 5 minutes or less to text us your full home address, Gary, to claim that 10-hour all-day brought to you by our friends at Friendly Fisherman. Let's see. Can we bring food donations to the Christmas party to have added to the collection? So our big food drive event was this past weekend. We did Fishing for Hope food drive. It was super fun. It was a great time. We had a lot of people come out, a lot of food collected. We don't have the totals yet, but we should have the totals. Not this weekend, but next, we'll be announcing the total poundage of food. Last year, we got about 28,000 pounds of food collected. This year, I think we probably beat that for sure because we had a lot more volume of people stopping by. So we're excited to see where we came in on the poundage, the tonnage of the food that was donated for our Fishing for Hope event. Big shout out to Old Salts and Pro Marine and Real Animals for helping us make that a success. Can you bring food donations to add to it? No, because our part in that food drive is over, but you can stop by one of the Metropolitan Ministries holiday tents. They've got 4 of them, 2 of them over in Pasco. They've got 1 in St. Pete and 1 in Tampa. So if you want to donate to Metropolitan Ministries food drives, stop by one of their holiday tents. They definitely need the support. What we are doing now at Hubbard's Marina, unwrapped toy drive. So we've got a big box at the front of the Hubbard's Marina main office, and we have a unwrapped toy drive going on. So you can bring a toy, an unwrapped toy, and donate it there. We are working with the Fraternal Order of Police to bring Christmas toys to families in need in our area. All right. So we did the food drive. Now we're doing a toy drive. So to answer the question, bring toys, unwrap toys. Not a question, but a comment. Thanks for coming to Tech High School for our Great American Teach-In. I learned a lot, and I can't wait to use the tickets I got. Cool. Well, I appreciate you watching the show, and hopefully you're enjoying it as well. That was cool. So we did the Great American Teach-In this year in a big way. So I personally have been doing the Great American Teach-In for like 4 or 5 years now. It's always super cool and always entertaining to me going back to a high school to speak, because I remember being a high schooler and having people come. It's like, oh, it's an old person. What are they doing here? And now being on the flip side of that is very, very interesting to me. And I always enjoy it. And they always have cool questions and good interactions. So I've enjoyed the Great American Teach-In every year. But this year, it was really, really cool. We had multiple Hubbard's Marina family members go to multiple different schools. So we worked with a local middle school, I think it was. And we had 6 of our lady captain and lady anglers and crew members go. So we had one of our pirate ship lady crew members. We had a couple of our captains. We had Captain Lauren, who runs our fishing boats, private charters. We had Captain Robin, who runs the entire pleasure cruise operation. We had Skipper, who is one of our lady fishing boat crew members. And I'm forgetting others, are one of our bookkeeper, who's a lady. They basically, huge team of ladies, went out to this school to meet with the kids and brought a bunch of toys and taught them Skipper taught them how to rig baits with gummy worms and barbless hooks, which was pretty cool, and how to tie hooks. So very interesting, very cool. So this year's Great American Teach-In was special for us at Hubbard's Marina, because it wasn't just me going to one school, because I can only be in one place at one time. We had a team go out to multiple different schools. So looking forward to growing that next year. 4 weeks, 4 days till Christmas. Great time to visit the ship store. I like you. That was a great comment there, Sam. Great reminder for everybody to check out hubbardsmarina.com. And we do have a store, an online store. So you can grab your 2026 fishing calendar. You can grab one of our new shirts, hats, some tackle. Makes great gift ideas. But also, if you're on the Hubbard's Marina website, if you go to the website and you click shop there at the top, not only can you visit the shop to buy shirts, hats, tackle, calendars, we also have gift certificates available. So if you want to purchase a gift card for the angler or the shelling enthusiast or the pirate in your life, you can purchase a gift card for us at Hubbard's Marina, or with us at Hubbard's Marina, to give to someone. So you can buy tackle, you can buy apparel, calendars, gift cards. We got it all right there at hubbardsmarina.com. So yes, Sam, great idea. Visit hubbardsmarina.com to do your holiday shopping. Can't beat that. Great reminder. Any other questions, Josh? What else we got?
Not seeing any questions.
Not seeing any questions. Wow, we done ripped through them all, huh?
That's the problem, they ask questions and you answer them so good.
Yeah.
They run out of questions to ask.
Josh, you flattered me. Want to give a shout out to our friends at DocServe. Remember, at Hubbard's Marina, keeping our fleet in top running, smooth condition is the backbone of everything we do. And that's why we partner with our friends over at DocServe. Their mobile marine mechanic team is responsive, knowledgeable, and always right there when we need them. What really helps keep our team on the water is their monthly inspection program. DocServe gives us multiple sets of eyes, trained eyes, on every one of our outboard vessels, helping us to catch those small issues early to avoid major breakdowns down the road. And that peace of mind is priceless. Their membership program even includes those inspections and free diagnostics if something does happen to come up. DocServe helps Hubbard's Marina operate at the highest level so we can focus on giving you the best experience on the water. They are a premier mobile marine mechanic service in Tampa, offering service on both Yamaha and Mercury motors. Plus, they do marine electronics and all the top popular trolling motors. But if you had a power pull move, you wouldn't have as many issues. Keep in mind, you can reach DocServe today at 813-807-7676 or visit them online at DocServe without the E, so docserv.us to get linked up with our great team of mobile marine mechanics at DocServe. Good people, for sure. Couldn't do what we do without them, for sure. All right. Do we have another question, Josh? Did anything pop up? What is the coolest fish you ever caught? I think today with my son, my 6-year-old, man. It's having kids changes things, right? So it changes a lot of things. But I mean, when I was, I guess, a young man, or before I had kids, you have these aspirations to catch these big fish and catch a lot of fish, and you want to go hunting all these trophies. But now that I have kids, fishing with my daughter off the seawall, catching pinfish is probably my favorite style of fishing now, right? Taking my son out on the half-day trip and catching the gray snapper back to back to back until he's bored of catching fish is probably my favorite style of fishing, right? So it's definitely changed things for me, watching people catch fish and watching people get hooked on fish, especially my young children, is very special. But I would say the coolest fish I've ever caught would be back in the day. My wife and I went to Costa Rica, and I caught a cubera snapper on the surface. Like people catch kingfish on the surface. It was a blue runner. I had caught it. We were catching bait to go sail fishing. I had caught it right at the mouth of Crocodile Bay. There's big mountains in the background. There's crocodiles swimming around. There's big old bait school. We sabiki'd up some blue runners, and as we got the bait going, all of a sudden behind us, all of the snappers started coming up. And there was a red snapper. They call them guacamaya down there. They were eating the hardtails or the blue runners on the surface. So you had these big red snapper tailing out of the water like redfish eating these blue runners. So I'm a sucker for some light tackle snapper fishing. So I hook up a blue runner and feed it back. But the tail that came up behind my blue runner wasn't a red snapper tail. It was a dark red cubera tail. And sure enough, caught about a 42-pound cubera right there. It was pretty cool. That was a very special trip. That was a real animals filming trip, actually. We were down there filming a show with Mike Anderson before we were business partners. So that was a special memory. And then I remember catching a really big tiger shark with my dad. I was probably maybe 10, 11, 12 years old. I was pretty young, and we caught a big tiger shark at the mouth of Tampa Bay by Egmont Key. We were out fishing together, and I'll never forget that one, because a lot of times if you catch a shark that's under 4, 5, 6 foot, they're kind of hard to tell what they are because they don't have like characteristics or really good markings. If you catch a really big shark, same thing. They kind of lose their markings and their characteristics. This was like a 8-ish, 9-ish foot tiger shark. And man, it had this coloration, this pattern on its back that was just spectacular. And I'll never forget what that shark looked like when it came up. Plus, I was so young and littler. So a big shark like that coming to the side of the boat was pretty special. So I remember that. And then just fishing with my dad growing up. It was I always enjoyed getting out there on those long range trips and watching. Fishing together as a family is special. But when you're busy all the time, things are going on. My dad always worked hard my whole life. But getting him offshore, out of cell range, watching him relax, and you just become a different person on the boat, right? Everything's a little more. My son and I are fishing today. He's like, Dad, can I have a lollipop? I'm like, dude, we're out on the boat. You can have as many lollipops as you want. Hopefully my wife's not watching this right now. But yeah, he was like, wait, I can have another lollipop? I was like, dude, go for it. So hopefully he has the same memories, right? You get out in the boat, you get relaxed, things are just more fun, right? Everything's better on the water. So if you haven't gone fishing with your kids or your father or your mother or your sister or your daughter, you're missing out, because a family that fishes together, man, nothing better. What's that? Gary Nicholas, appreciate that super chat on Facebook there. Anthony Barnes, big shout out to you with the stars on Facebook. George Arterburn as well with some stars on Facebook. Larry White again. Tyler Maloof again. Appreciate the stars on Facebook there, y'all. All right. I think that was it. Do we have any questions that popped up there, Josh? Were you able to try any of the Lake Erie perch? Yes, I do remember that. It was very good. We actually had it fried up at the restaurant next door. I love perch. We perch every year when we go, growing up, we used to go to Michigan every year. I haven't been to Michigan in a few years now. Just too darn busy, but hopefully I make it up there here soon. But we have property in South Haven, Michigan, so kind of the opposite side of the state from Detroit, and it's beautiful up there, and we always have some lake perch from Lake Michigan, so different perch from a different lake, but yes, thank you very much. It was very good. How are snapper hitting right now? It depends on what snapper you're asking about there, because we've got plenty of the gray snapper near shore in the inshore and near shore waters. But mangrove snapper fishing is going really well for us offshore. We're getting a bigger average size right now. We're seeing more mutton snapper right now than we normally do. We saw that last year too in those cooler months. The mutton snapper in deep water popped off. Really good consistent yellowtail snapper at night offshore on those long range trips. Lane snapper really good in the deeper near shore waters. We're seeing some big lane snapper offshore too. Vermilion snapper are steady, so it depends on what kind of snapper you're asking about, but we got a lot of snapper to catch for sure. Let's see here. Did you fish on the Mr. or Mrs. Hub a lot when you were a kid? No, that's a newer boat. The Hatteras, the big Hatteras that my dad lives on part-time when he's not up at the farm. It's a newer boat in the last maybe 10, 12 years, maybe so. So we didn't get that boat until I was out of the house, grown and gone. So no, didn't fish on it much growing up. Is that all the questions we got, Josh? All right, we're kind of out of time anyway. Want to give a reminder about our Lady Anglers group. If you're a lady and you like to angle, you like to fish, we do have a Lady Anglers of Hubbard's Marina Facebook group. It's not run by me, it's run by the Lady Anglers. It's pretty cool. It's a Facebook group. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's a great way to meet and greet other ladies who like to fish. So check it out, Lady Anglers of Hubbard's Marina. It's right on our website. If you click the info tab and scroll down to Marina info, and then at the list there, you'll see the Lady Anglers. That'll bring you to the page, and it has the link to the Facebook group. And they do a lot of fishing trips and a lot of different things together. So it's a cool way to meet and greet other lady anglers. If you go to info, Marina info, you can also check out the tattoos page about how to become a real Hubbard's Marina family member. So you never know if what you're thinking, but you could get $1,000 in trip fare credit with a Hubbard's Marina tattoo. We also have free birthday trips on your actual birthday. You get a free trip if you bring a guest with you who's paying normal rate. We also have lots of other stuff on our website, like webcams. We have tons of information, tons of videos, tons of fishing reports and fishing tips and tricks. So check it out. I think that's pretty much all I had. Don't forget to check out guidechecker.com. If you're fishing outside of our area, you definitely want to check out guidechecker.com. This is a great way to find verified, trusted, professional guides. So if you're not fishing with us at Hubbard's Marina and you're looking for a guide in a different area, or maybe you're looking for an inshore guide and you don't want to fish with Mike Anderson again, because that's who we send all our inshore business to, guidechecker.com is a great way to find trusted, verified, professional guides. These are only the top tier folks that we allow onto the website. It's invite only. We actually verify them, check their references, we check their licenses, their permitting. So really cool way to find guides, not only around the state, but around the region as well. You still have night snapper trips this time of year. We are running night snapper trips 24/7. I guess that's wrong. We run them all year. Friday nights only, so not 24/7. But 12-hour night snappers every Friday night, 7 p.m. What?
52 weeks.
52 weeks, every week. Let's see here. I think that's all the questions we had. What time is the Supporters After Show, Josh?
8:45.
Supporters After Show kicks off at 8:45. If you want to join us in our supporters group for that private after show, we'd love to have you. Remember, it's only $4.99 a month for you to join and participate and be a part of our Hubbard's Marina supporters family. You got access to that private group. We gave away a 39-hour fishing trip absolutely free last week. Again, only $4.99 to join. We gave away a 39-hour trip last week. We gave away 2 or 3 12-hour extreme trips in the last month. We gave away 2 39-hour trips last month. We give away 10-hour trips in there quite a bit. So totally Totally great value. You get access to our private after show every week. You get access to our private group on Facebook, more connectivity on Facebook, more communication through that private group on Facebook. Plus, we give away a lot of stuff as well. And again, the supporters group is on Facebook. It's through Facebook, and it's also listed on our website. If you go to hubbardsmarina.com, click Fishing Trips, scroll down to more info under the Fishing Trips tab, you'll find the Supporters Club page on our website. There's a link to join the supporters group. You can also go to Hubbard's Marina's Facebook page, and there's a link at the top to become a subscriber. And that brings you to the supporters group. But it's $4.99 a month, and we do a lot of cool stuff in there. So if you're a part of our supporters family, after show kicks off 8:45 p.m. Hopefully we'll see you next week for another episode. Remember, every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Hopefully you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. So we won't see you live until after Thanksgiving. So hopefully everybody has a very happy Thanksgiving and has a lot of turkey. Want to give a shout out to our friends over at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. They are bringing you the 39-hour giveaway tonight. At Hubbard's Marina, we've been fishing the Gulf waters for nearly a century, and we know tough gear when we see it. That's why we're proud to partner with our friends at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Their saltwater tackle and equipment takes the same daily abuse we put them through on our boats, in our seafood market, and out on the water. And they keep delivering. From Seafire reels that stand up to constant rental use, or the big handy dandy vacuum sealer that we use every day in our seafood market. That vacuum sealer stands up to commercial use. When you fish with us, you're fishing with the same gear we use and rely on every day. Tested, trusted, and proven by generations of fishermen. Bass Pro Shops, Cabela, and Hubbard's Marina, where great gear meets great fishing. So, 39-hour giveaway brought to you by our friends at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's goes to, lucky winner is Dean Hart from Port Charlotte. Congratulations, Dean. You got 5 minutes or less to text us your full home address. Hopefully we'll see you guys again next week, 7:30 p.m. and every Sunday night for our live stream show. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the Supporters After Show at 8:45 p.m. Y'all have a good night, tight lines. Thanks for being a part of our Hubbard's Marina family. Thanks for watching, y'all. We'll see you next week.